Hello and welcome to Pow Wow Life. This is our weekly show here at PowWows.com. And today I want to catch you up on what is happening here at PowWows.com in 2026. Super excited for what is coming up this year. It's going to be a big year for us. It is the 30th anniversary of PowWows.com, and that's all thanks to you. You out there make us keep going. You're the community that drives PowWows.com, so thank you for that. First, I want to get into a few what's been going on here for me personally. So if I have to mute, I've been fighting the flu and this cough for, since my birthday back in December was when I first got sick, and it's come and gone, and I cannot get rid of the cough. I've heard several other people are having the same issue with getting sick and this cough never going away. Oh, it is rough, but I'm excited for that. And for those of you who are watching later, thank you for tuning in. I did have this scheduled for a little later in the afternoon, but I moved it up because I've got something kind of exciting that's happening here in our area this afternoon. If you've been following along on social media and seen the Walk for Peace by the monks that are going across the country, well, they're about 10 miles from my house right now, and they are walking toward me. So I moved the podcast or the show up a little bit so that hopefully when they finish their lunch break, they're having a lunch right now and doing some talks. Once they start walking, they're going to be coming really close to my house. So I'm going to drive down the road and hopefully see them, maybe get some pictures and some video. So I'll be sharing that later, but kind of a cool thing that they're coming right through here. So I wanted to take advantage of that. For me, I am heading next week. I'm taking our first trip of the year. Our travel season starts early this year. So excited for that. We'll be heading back down to Florida. If you're a podcaster out there and have ever considered going to a conference, I'll be speaking at PodFest again this year. It's one of the biggest podcast conferences out there. I think there's over 1,500 people coming this year. So it's going to be pretty exciting. Meeting up with some friends and looking forward to seeing them again. My wife's going with me, and while I'm at the conference, she gets to go over to Disney World and play around in the parks and, of course, visit our daughter who works there at Disney. So that's pretty cool. But let's get to some of the things that are going on. I'm going to start with the upcoming powwows. I get several messages asking about our 2026 powwow calendar. It is out. It is ready. Of course, we're always updating it as people send in information. I wish that more powwows sent their information out earlier, but as soon as we get flyers or information, we post it on the calendar. So we do have a bunch. So I want to go over some of the ones that are coming up over the next couple of weeks. And if you want to know more about that, you can subscribe to our newsletter for free. I do send this out. I send a 3-month list of powwows out on the 1st and the 15th. And then each week I'll send out weekly updates for the calendar. So if you want to know more about powwows, go check that out. So here we go. Here are some that are coming up. If you want to know more about powwows happening today. Newsletter for free. Our team, Michael and Dolores, are out there in California right now. Michael's texting me as we talk. He is getting ready to go set up. Each week, we might try to go live with him later on and see a little bit more behind the scenes of him setting up. So that'll be really cool. Here are some that are coming up. Then also Chonga powwows happening. The American Indian Morning Star celebration out in Maryland. So here's an East Coast one that's coming up. Texting me as we talk. First People's Fellowship Festival Friendship Powwow over in Colorado is happening next weekend. You can go check that out if you're in the Southwest. Sack and Fox is having their powwow in Stroud, Oklahoma on the 17th. That's their winter dance. So here's an East. Also on the 17th is the winter encampment. So you can go check that out over in Oklahoma as well. In Colorado is happening next week. First People's Festival back in Colorado on January 17th. So you can go check that out. This is, I think, their film festival they're having. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, this is their film festival. So go check that out. Also on the 17th is the winter. And then the Lady Braves benefit powwow over in Lawton, Oklahoma is happening January 18th. So lots of stuff going on here in January, and we've got more coming up on the calendar. I see a couple of comments. Hey, Wayne, thanks so much for being here. Appreciate that. And hold on. I think I'm playing video somewhere in the background. I hear video going on. Oh, there you are. I'm streaming in the background. Okay, so that echo is gone. All right, back to where I was. So now I've lost my Ecamm. Ecamm, where are you? Ecamm, Ecamm.com/powwows. If you're ever interested in streaming, we work with Ecamm for that. All right. So Wayne, thanks for being here. Michael says he's originally from Albuquerque. Awesome. And speaking of Albuquerque, if you've ever wanted to attend the Gathering of Nations powwow, the biggest powwow of the year, this is their last year. So make your plans now. Beverly, woohoo. All right. Thanks for being here. That's awesome. Could I provide the Colorado dates again? Sure. Let me pull that back up. Let's see. Where were those? You can always find out more PowWows.com/calendar. We have all of those. Wayne says, bless humankind. Yes. I'm really excited to go see this Walk for Peace. It's really cool that they're doing that. We need more attention on peace. Okay, so January 17th and 18th in Estes Park, Colorado. And then, what was the other one? Back in the same place on January 17th, it is the film festival. I hope that helped you out, Yvette. All right. Other things coming up that I'm super excited about is our 30th anniversary. And I've posted some information. You can find it. Just go to the homepage of PowWows.com. We've got some article there, and we'll be posting more information and do have some stickers and shirts ready. There is our 30th anniversary logo. So here's what we're going to do to celebrate this big milestone. We're going to have a celebration, giveaway, and all kinds of things going on June, July, and August. But we're planning for it now because I want to make this the biggest online celebration we've had yet. And here's an idea. My wife came up with this idea, and I actually love it. So for our 25th anniversary, we gave away 25 Pendleton blankets. So I was trying to figure out what we could do for the 30th to be even bigger. And yes, I could order 30 Pendleton blankets or 30 blankets from somewhere. And that would be cool. It'd be awesome. But she came up with a really cool idea. So for our 30th anniversary, we are going to highlight 30 native companies and brands. And so I'm reaching out to companies, and they'll send me in prizes. And so we'll have prizes from 30 different companies to give away as part of our 30th celebration. So I'm going to put the spotlight back on other native companies and really help, hopefully, show you some things that maybe you didn't know about and get them a little bit more publicity. So far, we already have several signed up and confirmed. So here, I'll tell you who we have confirmed already. I'm really excited. I mean, just a couple weeks into 2026, and we already have some lined up. So OIT Clothing, OITclothing.com is confirmed. OXDX Clothing, which is actually OXDXclothing.com, they are also confirmed. Let's see. The Natives, that's thentvs.com. They are confirmed to be part of it. Cheekbone Beauty, over at cheekbonebeauty.com. They're in. Sequoia Soaps is also in, sequoiasoaps.com. Excited to work with them. My friend April Whitmore over in the Lumbee. She runs Lunatree, and so that's lunatreellc.com. She is going to be part of it. And yesterday we got Indigenous Mentality. And they are in the middle of changing over their website, so we'll have more information, but they're in. So already 7 people, super excited about that. That's gonna be really cool. Also, over on our shop, which you can go here, we've launched our 2026 Powwow season merch. We've got the stickers. T-shirts are for sale. I haven't gotten my first one in yet. I'll have those soon, so I can show you those soon. We got 3 different designs this year so far for our 2026 Powwow season. Really love these. All those are clear vinyl stickers. So go check that out over at PowWows.com/shop. All right. Pam says, I missed Arizona. So if you are looking for something in your state, you can do that really easily. Let me show you how easy it is to find powwows in your state. Let me flip back over here. Just go to PowWows.com/Arizona. And that's going to pull up that works for any state, any province, PowWows.com/Arizona. So here are some of the popular ones that we recommend. And then you keep scrolling and it will take you to the calendar and show you the ones coming up soon. So, and here's even past ones so you can kind of get an idea of what happened last year. And when we get the 2026 information, we'll update all that. So lots happening in Arizona. There are tons of powwows out that way. Hope that helped, Pam. Wayne says, go green, love pink. All right. When are we coming to Texas? So Um, again, PowWows.com/Texas will get you all of the information about powwows in Texas. We don't actually put on any powwows, we just provide the listing for them. We do some live streaming. We don't have any lined up in Texas right now. Again, if you want this emailed to you, PowWows.com/powwows near me will get you into that. Pam, you're welcome. I'm glad we were able to help. All right, so I've talked about that. Now, the only other thing I want to talk about is, two things. One, I'm super excited about this new development we have, and I want to show that to you. Let me pull up the URL here. So if you've ever been part of a Facebook group or an online community in some of the social networks, they're great. And we still have our PowWows.com community over on Facebook and love it. However, the social networks are changing. And if you've been on social networks for any amount of time, you know that it's an algorithm that determines what you get to see. I mean, case in point, we have 1.6 million followers here on our PowWows.com Facebook, 108,000 followers over on YouTube. I'm streaming to both of those platforms, and we have 42 people. I am thankful for all 42 of you, but with as big a platform, you would think more people would get notified. But the problem is the algorithms don't always notify everybody. So that's an issue with some of the communities on social media. The other issue is these communities are sometimes full of bots and people trying to promote themselves and other stuff like that. And you can't really get, oh, Michael Gabbard, you're right. We do stream live from Coshada Powwow in Texas. I always think Coshada is in Louisiana for some reason. Thanks, Mike. Michael is over in Pechanga getting ready for that powwow live stream tonight. Anyways, going back to our community. So circle.powwows.com, we've created our own community platform. We launched it in November. I absolutely love this thing. So here's what it looks like. It is free to join. So I encourage you. We have about 300 people in here already, and there are tons of actual real conversations happening. People are making connections, building relationships. It is fantastic. We have a general place to chat. We have our Native American book club is in there. We have a craft corner. We have a travel area. We've got a really cool quiz, and I'm adding more soon. As well as each month, we do different challenges. So go check that out. We actually have 2 challenges running this month, so you can go and see that and be a part of this community. I'd love to have you come over and join us. Circle.powwows.com. It is a really, really cool place, and I can't wait to see how it develops as it continues to grow. So that's cool. And again, thank you, Mike, for pointing out we are live in Coshada. Wayne says it takes a village. Yes, it does. And it really is a village type atmosphere over there on Circle. So it's a really, really cool platform. I love that. Okay, so let's talk about live streams. I've mentioned a couple times. If you're curious and want to know about our live streams, if you haven't watched one of our powwow live streams yet, it is the next best thing to being there. And Michael and his wife Dolores are doing a fantastic job getting out to so many powwows across North America. And so we've been able to really expand how many powwows we're offering live. You can watch live on your phone, your tablet, your laptop, your desktop. A lot of people now are able to watch on their TVs because we are in the YouTube app or in the Facebook app, and there's other ways to get our live stream on your TV. So it's really cool to see screenshots of people watching on their 52-inch powwow or 52-inch TV watching a powwow. So all you have to do to get to our live stream, of course, if you're on Facebook or YouTube, just visit us there, and you can find us, subscribe to us there. Or you can go to PowWows.com/live, and that will take you to this page. And we're still working on, Mike, we need to edit this and make sure we have the correct listing for 2026, but this is based on what we did in 2025. I know we are streaming Seminole Tribal Fair in a couple of weeks. I just talked to the Catawba folks. They've moved their powwow from February to March, and they've moved it back to Rock Hill, South Carolina, instead of it being in North Carolina. So I'll be heading to that one. Excited about that. And of course, coming up in April, we'll have Gathering of Nations, the last Gathering of Nations. So that's how you get to our live streams, PowWows.com/live. Mike will be live later today, so don't miss that. Robert says, hello from Ontario, California, Canada. Awesome. Thanks so much, man. Kevin, Choctaw. Hey, man, what's going on? And Wayne says, Mother Nature is good peace. Yes. And I'm super excited. Let me go check right now and see if the monks have started walking yet. Walk for peace. They were live earlier. Looks like they are not live anymore, so they may actually be walking. So it's going to be time for me to go see if I can find them. They have a live map. Looks like they are on the move, so they are getting close to my house. So that's pretty exciting. But thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you for all your support over 2025 and the last 30 years. It's because of you, our community, and of course, folks like Michael, Dolores, Ryan, and the rest of our staff at PowWows.com that keeps us going. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited to see what 2026 brings. This summer's celebration is going to be awesome. I cannot wait to highlight these 30 companies and give away so many cool prizes as they send things in. Thanks so much. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Spend it on the live stream tonight. After you finish watching The Pit, because I know we'll probably have to watch The Pit at some time this weekend. New episode of that just dropped. Otherwise, thank you so much. I hope you get to spend some time with your family, and I'll see you soon. That's awesome. You got to see them last night going to South Carolina. Yeah, I'm hoping they're literally like 5 miles from my house. So, and they're camping out tonight where my wife used to work. So we definitely are going to go check them out. Wayne, I see your question. Are white people welcome to Powwows? Powwows are open to anybody to come and spectate. They are open environments. You are welcome to come and attend and spectate and be a part of the powwow. Yes, it is open to you. Again, find one in your area, PowWows.com/calendar. Yeah, you're definitely welcome. All right. I'll stay just for another second more. If there's any more questions or comments coming in. Patty says mainstream media could care less. Look, mainstream media is, they all have their own tilts now, and it's about ratings. It's less about news anymore. It's unfortunate. I was just having that conversation and how these algorithms are selectively showing us stuff too. So, and the algorithm is based on what you like. So it can sometimes give you a slanted perspective of the world. Charlene says she was welcome. That's so great. I love hearing that. Oh, cool icon there. I love your little AI icon. That's awesome. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. I'll see you soon.